Hi, my name is Chris Conley, and today I'm going to walk you through how to export your budget from QuickBooks to a format that you could then submit to Adaptive Insights. To start with, please open up your QuickBooks program. From here, select Reports, Budget and Forecasts, and then Budget Overview. Select the budget that you would like to export. In this instance, we're going to do fiscal year 18-19, profit and loss by account, and click Next. As for the format, keep it at account by month, and then go ahead and click Finish. This will export your budget in a monthly format. We need to get your file in a format that is just the account number and the roll-up for the entire year. So to do that, we're going to go to the Show Columns title, and we're going to go click it from month and switch it to total only. This will change our format to a roll-up from April 18 to March 19. And you want to double-check that to make sure it's a standard Elks fiscal year of 4/1 your year to 3/31 your year. Once we're satisfied with this, click Excel and click Create New Worksheet. This will bring up a menu to pick the options we would like. We are always going to create a comma-separated values.csv file. A CSV file is a universal file format that is accepted by Adaptive. Once you've done that, please click Export. This will bring up a menu where you want to save the file to a location that's easily accessible. In this case, I'm going to use a desktop. I'm going to pick Budget 2019. From there, I'm going to go to my desktop. Let's bring up Excel, bring up Windows Explorer, go to my desktop, and find that Budget 2019 file. Once that's open, you'll see there's a bit of formatting that still needs to happen. So I have columns, I have data in columns A and column B. Column A has my account number, column B has my annual amount. But we've got a lot of other stuff in here that we need to get rid of. So the first thing I'm going to do is select columns A and B, and I'm going to come up to my top, and I'm going to select Sort and Filter. And I am going to apply a filter to my sheet. Once that's done, on the title row of column B, I'm going to select the filter drop down, unselect Select All, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and select the blanks option. When I'm done with that, hit OK. This is going to remove this is going to highlight all of the rows that have only blank data. This data does not need to be submitted to Adaptive, therefore we can delete all of it. So starting at row 2, I'm going to click that, hold down the Shift key and the down button to scroll all the way down to the bottom. We have a bunch of these, so it's a little inclusive. Once that's done, I'm going to right-click and delete row. That'll remove all of those rows from my file. All right. Once that's there, I'm going to reapply my filter and go back to Select All. All right, so now I'm down to rows that just have data in it. However, there's one more set of rows that we still need to remove, the total and roll-up rows. So to do that, I'm going to, again, highlight columns A and B, go to Sort and Filter, and do a custom sort. I'm going to make sure that my data has headers is checked, then I am going to sort by column A. Hit OK. What this is going to do is put the GL account number starting with a number at the top. So as long as your lodge is using numeric account numbers to start with, all of your account numbers will be at the top of this file. Again, this is only valid if you're using valid GL account numbers. So let's scroll up to the top and start moving down until we find we do not have account numbers anymore. So we're going to go through our 30,000s, on through our 40,000s, 50s, 60s, 90s, and finally here at line 244 in my sample, I have a row that says gross profit. This is a calculated field that does not need to be included. So starting in row 244 here in my example, gross profit, and going down through my total rows, I'm going to, again, Shift key down, highlight them all, And again, there's quite a few of them. There we go. Right click and delete. Alright, so now I have a file that only contains my GL account numbers and the amounts that I need to submit. Now, the next step is, let's get this in a format we can use it. So I've pre-opened my template file. You can get this file at elks.org, or if you need it, please feel free to email me at elkshelp@moremore.com, and I'll get you a copy of this. But you'll notice that there are 5 columns in here: lodge number, lodge GL account, fiscal year end, version, and annual. Right now my file only has lodge GL account and annual. So to format this, I'm going to go back to my extract file, highlight column A, right click, and hit insert. I'm now going to go to column C, highlight that, right click, and insert once, right click it again, insert twice. I now have 5 columns, and column B and column E are in the right position. I'm going to go back to my template, highlight my header rows. I'm going to copy them, bring them over to my extract file, and paste them. Alright, so now my headers are in the right spot, my columns are in the right spot. The only thing left to do is key in the rest of my information. So let's start with my lodge number. For this example file, I'm using 2581. So I'm going to key that in there, and I'm going to copy it down to the end of my file. Again, shift page down or down arrow, right click, and paste. Right, my fiscal year end, again remember I did fiscal year 2018 to 2019. Always put the last year of the fiscal year. So it's going to be 18-19, it'll always be 19. For fiscal year 19-20, it's always going to be 2020, so on and so forth. So 2019 there. My version is always going to be just the word budget. So here I can highlight cells C2 and D2. I can right click and hit copy, and again shift page down to the end, right click and paste. Alright, so now I have my file, I have all of my data filled out. I'm going to make sure I save it. Alright, from here let's just minimize it, and I'm going to bring up my mail client. I am going to use Gmail for this example. I am going to compose a new email. I am going to email it to adaptive@elks.cloud. My subject, and this is important, has to contain the word budget. So I'm going to do my budget lodge 2581 FY19. This could be anything you want make sure that the word budget is included. I am going to include my file, which again I saved to my desktop as budget 19. So that is in there and uploaded. Then I'm going to hit send. You will get a response back within 5 minutes. I'm just going to open up the file I sent a little bit beforehand. And you can see here, when you get the message back, it'll say your budget file, Budget Export 2019, or whatever you named it, has been successfully processed. Once you have that email back, you know that you've completed this process. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. My name is Chris Conley. You can get a hold of me by emailing elkshelp@moremore.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.